Hey, and welcome back to the NBA City Circuit Challenge on the PS2. In this game, we're going up against the Phoenix Suns. The Suns were led by Jason Kidd, Penny Hardaway, and Shawn Marion. Shawn Marion, if you get a close-up of him here, he's got cornrows, which I totally forgot about the cornrow era in the NBA. Led by Allan Houston, of course, but it seemed like every third player in the NBA at this time had cornrows. Spree had them too, obviously. But yeah, apart from shaven heads, cornrows were probably the second or third most popular haircut in the NBA. So I'd forgotten all about that, but that was cool that they snuck that in there. But yeah, speaking of the Suns, this is a quality street ball team. You know, all three guys can do everything. They can all score, they can all rebound, they can all defend. Not a whole lot of shot blocking, but apart from that, they can do it all. Penny Hardaway he wasn't a shell of himself yet. Athletically, he wasn't the same player, but he's still very effective in the NBA. And he's actually quite good in this, which is very cool. And a lot cooler than if they just put him in as a guy who's, you know, averaging 10 points a game in the NBA, which he wasn't far off doing that in the league. You know, he was still putting up 15, 16 a game in limited opportunities with the ball because, of course, you had a dominant point guard in Jason Kidd, who, right on cue, buries a jump shot. But yeah, so my squad, as you can probably see, I'm running with some Knicks in this one. It's the first time in quite some time that I'm using Knicks. I think, honestly, I think going back to, you can go all the way back to when I played Bigs. That was the last time I had two Knicks on the team at the same time, and even then that was Marcus Camby and Spree. So it's been even longer since I've had Sprewell along with Allan Houston. That was a sweet dunk by Penny Hardaway right there. And I'm approaching a game breaker, but yeah. So the reason why I wanted to run with two Knicks, obviously, I don't want to be having the you know, the same three guys or the same kind of lineups every time. I don't want to just have MJ and T-Mac and Alonzo. Here's me with a game breaker, so I'll just commentate here. Here's what crossing out. This is quite embarrassing. I remember what happens here. So just watch my worst fears come true. I've got Penny Hardaway on me, trying to cross him up, trying to get some space. Sprewell just dribbles, and a stupid play, and I get swatted by Marion. So yes, I suspected that could be done, and there it is. I missed it. I missed my opportunity for a game breaker, and now I'm sort of like thinking this is not good. You know, if that game breaker went down, it would be in a 9-3 game, and unfortunately it didn't. So I'm in a little bit more of a dogfight at 8-5, and they're about a third of the way in for their game breaker, and yeah, there was a monumental screw up by me right there. Anyway, getting back to what I was saying about lineups. I don't want to be running with the same squad, so there's going to be times where I'm going to be running with Knicks, or there's going to be times where I'm going to be running with positions only, so point guards only, so I'll be running with, say, you know, like Stephon Marbury, Allan Iverson, and Baron Davis, and Steve Francis. You know, that'd be a pretty sweet lineup to have. I'll have a team of all big guys. You know, I'll have Alonzo, Duncan, Chris Webber. That'll be all right, as long with, you know, Kevin Garnett as an option to use. Maybe at some point I'll be using 3 street ballers. So yeah, there's going to be opportunities for me to not always utilize my strongest lineup, even though I've got, you know, a pretty good idea of who I want in my strongest lineup, which will probably be. If I'm using Jordan, then it'll be Jordan, T-Mac, Kobe right now. Or if I'm not using Jordan, it'll be T-Mac, Kobe, and I would say probably Tim Duncan or Alonzo Mourning. It's a toss-up between those two right now. I'm really enjoying playing with both of those guys. The game is right now 12-8, but they're nearing in on their game breaker, and I realize this, so I'm trying to get some trick points. Allan Houston isn't bad at all to play with this. I definitely will not be dropping him. So as I was saying in previous videos, if I have to drop some players, I'm going to be keeping him, Sprewell, along with, you know, the core guys that I'm really enjoying. as long as, you know, I get more than 6 or 7 spots. So if I have to, I'll drop some of the street ball players. I'll drop MJ if I have to. I'm not sure if you can, but yeah. I'm also contemplating creating my own player. That would be fun as well. Just to have him, you know, just to make a little bit more of a variation, a little bit more variety. That was awfully redundant. Variation of variety is the same thing. There's a nice alley-oop with Timmy Duncan finishing it off. I specifically used Duncan instead of Alonzo, although they both have been used because they were both rivals in the Knicks. Both guys were. Tim Duncan, his first NBA championship came at the expense of the Knicks. I'm laughing at myself getting absolutely swatted with that, but they come back and hit a 3. That was a big 3. Made the lead up to 5, and I've actually snuck ahead in terms of getting to the game breaker. But then a nice play by I think that was Penny actually, putting it up on the glass. So now I'm just dribbling it around, trying to run some clock. I'm not too concerned. I would have been a lot more concerned if I didn't have my own game breaker ready. And there's Allan Houston putting up a long left-handed hook shot, and now we've both got game breakers at the same time. This is a first for me. So a couple of firsts. My game breaker has been blocked and game breakers at the same time. Now J Kidd is about to bury a 3, which would have been catastrophic, but not too bad because I've got my own game breaker to put the scores back down to where they were. As long as I don't get blocked again. And then, of course, I do another stupid move. Instead of shooting a 3, I take just a basic jump shot. I miss out again. So if I didn't screw up the game breakers, the game would be over. It would be 21-13. Or 21-12. So, no, 13. My apologies. 21-13 it would be. And but yeah, so I've kind of screwed up. I have to finish it off. It's not too bad. I'm still up. And that's a sweet dunk when he brings it back down to his feet and then throws it down. 19-14. There's not a whole lot they can really do to stop me because they don't really have shot blocking around the front of the rim. So if I take it in for a nice dunk, then they really can't do a whole lot to contest it. Of course, if I continue to screw up like that, then that's all well and good. But I was able to get the ball back, and Houston puts up a nice left-handed floater. It's now 20-14. Penny will throw that down, but 5-point lead, 3 or 4 opportunities to get the win, and I'll take it. And it finished off. I wanted to finish it off with a double alley-oop thing. But talk about a game of screw-ups. I don't know how I won this game. I really don't. Maybe the Suns were just that bad, but the amount of opportunities that I let slip through my fingers was pretty bad. And another block, so I'm thinking, my God, you know, quite honestly, I should have finished the game about 7 different opportunities. And now this is a big possession here. If I don't score here and they hit a 3, then all of a sudden it goes into win by 2. Timmy Duncan, though, with a clutch jumper with a hand right in his face, is able to finish it. And I somehow win that game. It's embarrassing, it's ugly, but I'll take it.